Hey guys, I have a question. Do you prefer extensions that are easy to blend with your natural hair? Because this 3-in-1 wig blends perfectly without heat and it makes my life so much easier. So let me show you. This tutorial is sponsored by HerGivenHair, and inside the box there is the wig, some promotional materials, and a user guide. That's me on top. I don't co-wash anymore though, I use soap. This is a storage bag and these are the hair details. HerGivenHair sent some spare combs just in case, and the wig has a drawstring with 4 combs, north, east, west, and south. It has adjustable straps too. I'm going to shampoo and condition the hair, detangling before rinsing and letting it drip in my turban towel for half an hour before drying on a dryer head. If you like fresh wigs, get one of these. You can see the combs properly now, so I'll show you again. The front and back combs are much bigger and serve as anchor combs. For my first look, I'm combing the front comb, followed by the back and side combs. My hair in the front is in African threading sections because I'm doing a headband look, and I'm going to tighten the drawstring. And what I like about this wig is the roots are more textured, like natural reversion of your natural hair, so you don't have this pressure to straighten your hair with extreme heat. You can just blend with little effort, and when I brush it out, the hair fluffs out nicely. I'm using a square scarf for the headband look. I'm placing it right at the line and holding it down or it's gonna slide away, pulling the tail behind my ear and doing the same thing on the other side. Once I get to the back of my head, I pull the other tail and tie a small bow in the back, and that's it. The scarf adds a touch of class that elevates this pretty classic look. Now my hair is a little bit messy, so I'm gonna smooth it with my pattern blow dryer. I don't want it sleek, just tame, and can we just appreciate how I can comfortably style this with heat since my hair is underneath and fully protected? If I wanted to, I could put some curls in it to take the style to the next level, but we don't have time. I have somewhere to be, and this is not my final look. But imagine the possibilities. Wand curls, barrel curls, roller sets, spoolie set, flexi rods, curls with thread. There are lots of options to enhance this style. Anyway, now that I'm done smoothing it, it looks wearable, but still with the nice blowout texture. And who can tell this isn't my natural hair? So for the people who need something quick and classy, this wig has you covered. And you can even use a jeweled headband with curls for a more formal look. Listen, you have options, but let's remember the messy look before moving forward. 5 minutes with a blow dryer really makes a difference. What do you think? Moving on to the second style, since this is a 3-in-1 wig, let me take this scarf off and remove the wig because my African threading sections need to come down so I can blend this properly. I use the same size 3 crochet yarn in the color black that I've mentioned in previous tutorials, but I wrapped in tighter sections, so you will notice my hair is more compressed and a little bit more stretched than my previous tutorials. If you use heavy butters, creams, and especially hair grease, you will get softer and more stretched hair. If you go light with the products, you're gonna get fluffier, more voluminous results, so bear that in mind when doing African threading. This is a medium stretch for me. I can definitely stretch my hair out more than this, but every stretch serves its purpose. I had 2 sections in front, 2 sections in the back to cover my hair in a ponytail. Now let me show you how my hair is a match without heat. Look at that. I am putting my wig back on the little circle hump of hair that is also stretched with thread. I prefer thread sections because combs can slide through the roots without causing discomfort, and my hair is going to be manageable when I remove the thread. Either thread your hair or do a small bun if it's not too long or thick. After putting all the combs in, I have to pull the drawstring because this is a much smaller area than before. And after the wig is sitting comfortably, I tuck all of the evidence underneath so no one can see the cords when I tie my hair up. Let's see what it looks like. Now you can see that I'm wearing a wig back here, but because I have a little over an inch of hair out, I can cover it up easily. All I have to do is redirect my hair and that's it. Finally, we are getting into style number 2. I'm gonna show you the heatless blend. First, I need to cover the evidence in the front, and this is why it's important to have a deep enough part so the edge of the wig can be covered up nicely. After that, I'm brushing all of the hair down, and this brush, it's such a wonderful detangler, but it cannot smooth my hair at all. It adds a little bit too much fluff sometimes. Not that I'm complaining, but I don't need that in this situation. It's the Intuition Flexor Vent Brush, by the way, and I love it, but I will smooth my hair out with a boar bristle brush and a little bit of oil, something nice and gentle to marry my natural hair with the wig. Now, this looks good. Let's zoom in. Can you tell the difference? Answer honestly. Is the blend good? That was a rhetorical question. Now back up and I'll probably trim the hair a little bit to have more volume on the ends. This wig is like 25 to 26 inches from the crown to the ends. That's the true length. So it's much longer than the 18 inches advertised. And I think HerGivenHair designed it so it can look like 18 inches when you're wearing the wig instead of using standard wig measurements. Otherwise, this wig would be much shorter in real life. That's a benefit. So I tried a half up, half down situation again, and I failed miserably again, and I'm gonna keep trying until I figure it out. That's an option for those who are able, an option that I will not waste time on because I'm moving on to my final look. A simple ponytail. I'm using my snappies to wrap my ponytail, but this brand is discontinued. You know what you can use instead? Thread. I always wrapped my ponytails in thread when I was younger, especially if I wanted them to last a few days, and it looks like I'm gonna be going back to that since this brand is discontinued. So I'm getting my natural hair to wrap around the ponytail. This way, if my hair reverts, it's gonna be fine because we've had a wet winter. I'm using a snap scrunchie to cover my wrap as the final thing to wrap my ponytail, but I just kind of wanted you to see where I tied my ponytail better. This is fine. My edges even look okay, and I've always had thin edges. The back looks good, but I wanted curls for some weird reason, so I used my one and only curling iron. It's over 10 years old to curl my ponytail, just on the ends to make it cute. Again, having my hair out of the way is so convenient because I don't have to worry about touching it with direct heat. This looks fine. Now my scarf is off and the hair looks a lot smoother up here. I want a curl in front as well, but I don't want to use a curling iron. So I'm using my Sacred Oil lid to do it without too much heat since it was the closest round thing. And I'm wrapping my hair around, then zapping it with my Dyson Air Straight. I always do this with blow dryers to do quick curls if I have like one curl that's out of place. So the S-Wave was not expected. I thought maybe a glam curl, but you know what? We're gonna make it work. I'm gonna finger separate my curls in the back because I want them a little bit messy. And there it is, a nice and thick ponytail for style number 3. Let me know your thoughts. By the way, HerGivenHair also has other half wig textures. I have one. I made a video on it. I'm gonna reinstall it in a couple of weeks and I'm gonna sew it down to show you how I use it long term. But until then, check out the description box for details, check out my old videos, and subscribe because you don't wanna miss the tutorial. Trust me, and take care of yourselves.